Hey YouTube, I'm Mars1952 and I'm working on my John Deere 4300 again today. It has a 1212 SyncReverser transmission. And there are a number of other John Deere tractors that have this transmission. I believe the 4200, 4300, 4400, and maybe even the 4500, and I'm sure there's other ones, 4510, 4410 I think. So anyway, this has a 3-speed range and a 4-speed transmission. Give you 12 gears, and this is the range, or the gear shifter. Normally you can't see it because it's covered up by all kinds of stuff. It's really hard to get to, and in the owner's manual it does not mention lubricating this at all. But this tractor is about 10 years old, and I found, I think about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, that it was getting really stiff to shift. And so I crawled around up in there and looked as best I could and figured out where to lubricate to make it shift smoother, and it worked pretty well. But you've got to lubricate it periodically. So this tractor was stolen. Recovered it. Actually, the Madison County Sheriff recovered it, and I'm trying to get it back together, make it work again. But in the meantime, it's been outside and roughly treated. The transmission's not shifting very smoothly at all. So I'm going to zoom in here so you can see it better. You should be able to see the main workings of it. This is the shifter lever. Right here, there's a little ball. And when you move the lever right and left, that ball is supposed to rotate. Maybe get in there a little closer even. Okay, so now you should be able to see it. So you've got this ball here. It's sort of like the ball on your 3-point hitch. And it allows this shifter, this rod that goes into the transmission, to rotate. I can't get that on there. When you push it sideways like that, see how that ball tilts. You push it forward, of course it goes forward and back. So you've got 4 positions, well 5 positions, and it's really acting up. So there's first, second, neutral, third, fourth. And there's a sleeve right here where the shaft goes through, and this ball right here. And then you have sort of a swivel down at the bottom. I haven't had any trouble with the swivel, but I'm going to lubricate it anyway. Okay, so when you're working on something like this, first thing you want to do is grab a little WD-40 and hose down the stiff parts with that. Now this WD-40 is not a lubricant. People use it like one, but I would advise against that. But it is great for loosening things up. It helps. See how that's moving nice and crisply. So you put the WD-40 on there, you wiggle it around, run through all the gears. And you won't be able to reach it very well with all the hardware in place. I'm going to wipe it down since I've got it open, and then put some real oil on there. WD-40 lubricates very well for the first little while, first day or maybe even half a day, but once the volatile parts of it evaporate, it leaves you with a gummy residue. So after you get it hosed down with WD-40, then you get a little bit of regular any kind of oil. You use whatever kind of oil you use in your engine. This happens to be 30 weight non-detergent. You try to work your way up in there. You get plenty of it. It's going to run down. That's all right. You get some on this slide point here. I'm going to make a mess. Can't help it. Then work your shifter back and forth. Make sure you get that all nice and lubed. Now with a tractor, the oil's going to attract dust, so you're going to have to lube it again periodically. I'm going to put some more on there. Now it's working quite a bit better now. So that's all there is to it. Now it's going through the gears, nice and smooth. That put it in neutral. Let's see. There's neutral. Allows that ball to pivot. All right, that's good. That's all for now.